Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Monday, July 6, 2015, around 7:51 in the evening, Billerica, Massachusetts. Sun is going to go down in about a half hour. It was a nice day, a little sticky, but the humidity's coming back and back and back tomorrow and Wednesday. Oppressive. Could sneak in a 90-degree day. Some news to report. Red Sox utility player Brock Holt is the only representative for the Red Sox this year for the 2015 All-Star Game, which is next Tuesday night on Fox. The Boston Bruins re-signed Brett Conley to a one-year deal, and they also signed Jimmy Hayes to a 3-year contract extension. And sad news to report in the world of Hollywood. Actress Amanda Peterson passed away at the age of 43. She was known for a role in the movie Can't Buy Me Love in 1987. And legendary producer and former head of Universal Artists Company Jerry Weintraub passed away at the age of 77. That's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night, personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is a continuation of people who was associated with the match game in one way or another. This one is John Bauman, who's a musician and a voice actor and a game show host who's famous for being in the group Sha Na Na and also hosting the Match Games Hollywood Squares Hour. John was born and he grew up in New York City, Brooklyn. He went to Gillian School for Performing Arts in Brooklyn, New York, and he graduated from the class of 1964 of Martin Van Buren High School. He was a good student with performing arts and stuff, singing and stuff like that for many, many years. John was in the rock group Sha Na Na, and he was nicknamed Bowser, J. Bowser, and Chew Wit. And Bowser greased up his hair and stuff, and he wore tank tops and stuff, and he acted a little gangsterish, and he would always do this. He always would do that. He got real popular and stuff like that. He was probably the most famous musician out of Sha Na Na and stuff. And they even had their own television show. Plus, Sha Na Na performed all across the country, all across the world. And John got like a lot of roles on game shows as panelists. He was on Match Game and Password Plus and All-Star Secrets and Hollywood Squares, and he appeared on a special edition of Family Feud as Bowser. All of them he appeared as Bowser and stuff like that, and he was real popular. In 1983 was a big year for John. He hosted the Match Games Hollywood Squares Hour, the Hollywood Squares portion of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. He was on the panel for the Match Game version, and then he was the host of the Hollywood Squares version of Match Games Hollywood Squares Hour, and he was John Bauman. He wasn't Bowser and stuff. I couldn't imagine Bowser hosting a game show with his character and stuff like that. I think NBC executives would be scared. And also, he also hosted another game show in 1983 called The Pop and Rocker Game, which was a musical game show, and John was the host of it. He wasn't Bowser in that either and stuff, which, very surprising. Those game shows did not last a year and stuff like that. I heard Gene Rabin did not like John at all as a game show host and stuff like that. Then he would just have a lot of disagreements backstage and stuff like that. And in 1985, John was a VJ for VH1 when it was starting up. VH1 was the alternative to MTV, which, he was a VJ for 2 years. He was John. He was just playing John Bauman. He wasn't Bowser in that as well. And he became a voice actor for many cartoons, including My Little Pony the movie, The Jetsons Meet the Flintstones, and the Animaniacs and stuff like that. And he actually became a producer. He produced a special called The Golden Age of Rock and Roll for the A&E television network sometimes in the 1990s. But he still played Bowser for Reunited for Sha Na Na in the 90s and stuff like that. Then he formed his own rock group called Bowsers and the Stingrays. He's been doing that since 2000. He's still playing the Bowser character, greasing up his hair and stuff, and still acting gangstery and stuff, and still doing this at almost at 70 years old. He's in his late 60s, and the rock group performs all over the world at fairs, amusement parks, cruise ships, malt shops, and conventions all across the world and stuff like that. And you'll see Bowser once in a while doing infomercials about classic rock stuff in the 50s, 60s on those paid programmings. I've seen them a couple of times. He's pretty good at it. And also, John is a big advocate for musicians who their groups are used for contemporaries from other groups, other musicians who don't even know who they're doing with the songs and stuff. So he's a big advocate of that. He wants the government to stop these groups forming from using old classical rock group music and stuff like that, because he doesn't like that, and he doesn't like the direction of what's music going into right now. And also, John is a big supporter of the Democratic Party. He raises funds for a lot of the Democrats in California and stuff like that, so he's a political activist. And John Bauman's like very funny and stuff like that. His character should have maybe his own television show, a comedy and stuff like that and stuff. It's kind of one of those typecast characters, Bowser, but that's his claim to fame, and he's made a lot of money out of it, and it's a great character in my opinion. And that's about it on him. And that's about it on these video blogs for the night. Tomorrow we're going to get 4 of them. 4, because I missed one because of the holiday. First video blog will be the Great American Bash review of 1991. Legend versus Legacy for the WCW. This was the worst pay-per-view in history of any wrestling promotion. Tell you about that. Second video blog will be about the top 10 WCW personalities that should have joined the NWO during the heyday, because 19 years ago tomorrow, when Hulk Hogan turned heel and joined the NWO. Third video blog will be about MBTA Bus Route 94 from Davis Square in Somerville to Mefford Square. And the fourth and final video blog of the night will be about Michael Berger, actor, comedian, TV host, and host of Match Game 1998. And lots of great video blogs coming in the coming days, weeks, months, and years. And August 1st will be the video blog of the WWE Hall of Famer and hardcore legend Terry Funk. You egg-sucking dog, you Dusty Rhodes. And sometime in August, Patrice Bergeron, assistant captain of the Bruins, will get his own video blog. Have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Any questions, comments, concerns, private message me and stuff like that. Shout outs. If you want to shout out, private message me and it will be shouted out. Like I always say, keep calm, and I'm a Julie Brennan guy. Have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter tomorrow.